If this video came across your feed, there's a high likelihood that you're going to become rich. And I'm not just saying that. The fact that you're on this side of YouTube already says enough for me. Most people doubt themselves, but you're different. You believe it's possible, and that belief alone already sets you apart. And that's the first step. At 18 years old, I knew that I was going to be successful no matter what. And in this video, I'm going to give you the exact blueprint to do the same thing. So make sure to watch until the end. The first step is belief, which you already should have by watching this video. You have to believe that it's actually possible to achieve the goals that you have. If you can't see yourself getting there, or if you think it's not possible for you, then you're already not going to get there. That's literally half of the battle is the belief itself. And if you're in a state of non-belief right now, I believe that you need to rewire your subconscious brain to start thinking more positively. The way that I recommend doing that, simple things, journaling, praying, meditating, affirmations, whatever it might be. It might look stupid at first. It's going to be a discipline. It's going to sound stupid, but as soon as you start preaching these things out loud over time, your subconscious mind is going to be listening and it's going to start taking these things as fact, and you're going to be able to act on more of these things. You almost have to force the belief in the beginning, which is the hardest part for a lot of people. But again, by watching this video, I hope that you're already kind of on that path. Step number 2 is you need to write down your goals and be specific. You literally have to start to manifest this as already being a reality. You're just kind of in the little side quests on the way there. The thing is, if you don't have a target that you're aiming at, you're just kind of shooting in the dark. You're going to be wandering aimlessly, no direction at all. Your goals are literally going to be the map that guides you to success, to the wealth that you are trying to achieve. Step 3 is going to be sticking with the path. So many people try out business, social media, whatever endeavors they're trying to kind of build upon, try it for a week, it doesn't go the way that they want, it doesn't blow up, and they immediately quit. But the truth is, success takes years, and if you don't sacrifice for what you want becomes the sacrifice. You have to learn how to be stubborn and crazy enough to keep going when everybody else besides you is dropping out. Step 4, surrounding yourself with the right people. I love the Bible verse, do not be unequally yoked with unbelievers. Now, you can use this religiously, but I'm going to use it and pivot it towards a business narrative. Imagine a yoke. A yoke would be something like they would have oxen like plow fields, right? And if you have 2 oxes and they're attached by a yoke and one is stronger than the other, the stronger ox is going to make both veer towards the path of the weaker ox. It's easier to fall than it is to climb. So if you're surrounding yourself with crash out friends who are partying, gaming, not trying to achieve greatness in life, expect to be just like them. But if you pull yourself around those who are doing better than you and have that same type of mentality, you are going to be more reaffirmed in your beliefs. They're going to pick you up more when you fall, and you're going to be more aligned with them. It's going to be easier to climb with them. So be around better people. Your circle is everything. If you're around people, again, who are being lazy, who are not being productive, you sometimes need to cut people. You need to cut weeds in order to have the plant grow, and you need to do a lot of weed pulling. So it's a simple concept, and I could dive in a lot more deep into these 4 basic ass steps, but you need to believe it, you need to plan it, you need to stick with the plan, and you need to fix your circle. I always say the biggest thing, intent plus time equals fruition. You are in control of intent. The only limiting factor that is different, variable, is time. Someone it might take 6 months, someone it might take 6 years, but if you stay committed long enough, we all end up in the same place. My personal opinion, for the majority of people who are probably watching this video, in terms of an actual concept in order to get rich, is that you need to learn how to provide value in some way, shape, or form. That's how social media is working right now. If you're not providing value, whether it's through a physical product, you're fixing a problem or providing a solution to something, or a digital product or an info product, whatever it might be, you need to find how can you solve pain points? How can you give value to someone who needs the value, and in return for the value, you get money. So you either need to provide a small amount of value to a large amount of people, or provide a lot of value to a small amount of people. Or let's say you're doing a service where clients pay you $10,000 a month and you're working with a select few amount of clients. It takes you 8 clients to become a millionaire, or 8.6. I think it's $86,666 in order to become a millionaire per month if you do that. So a brief example of like actual specifics. Let's say if you're doing the small value, large group, you're looking at business models like drop shipping, e-com, digital products. For me, it's like workout programs, whatnot. You're selling it at a lower price point. You're selling something that's not going to be necessarily life-changing on its own, whatever it might be. But when thousands or even millions of people buy it, you end up making bank. For example, for this, I did a $25 workout program. It's one of the first things where I made, I believe my first 6 figures I made was from a group of $25 workout programs. The benefit with those, 100% profit margins. It's more higher effort up front, and then after you do it, it's lower effort on the back end. And then I've also made money on more of the large value, smaller groups. For example, for this, on this flip side, you're looking at high ticket models, whether it's like a marketing agency, coaching, consulting, mentoring, whatever it might be. You don't need to have millions of customers. You just have to have a few that do well and focus on those. For me, I've been able to do that with like my Pathway, with like my mentorship, teach people how to grow on social media. It's a smaller, few hundred people, but it's a higher ticket model. It's more intimate, more higher value. You can also make good money on that end. Whether it's fitness coaching, it's the same concept. It's a higher ticket model. People pay you more money up front, but again, you can't be everywhere at once. So it's a lower amount of people, but you're still able to capitalize off of that from the extra value that you're giving to them. So for me, Alex Eubank, I'm a fitness creator. My path was building a fitness personal brand. From that personal brand, like I said, I did the digital products. I started my own merch line, which is the physical product, which again, there's more kind of cost to that. There's more barriers to entry, but because of having a strong personal brand, I didn't have to kind of rely on marketing, like paid marketing. I was able to market it myself for my social media, so people supported it at a young part when I started my merch. And then I was able to expand, roll those profits in to going overseas, expanding Elysium into an actual clothing brand itself. I'm literally wearing it right now. And I did $4.5 million in less than 2 years with no ad spend. This was from me just promoting it organically throughout my YouTube and my social media. That's an example. And then again, I've also done high ticket coaching, which is another avenue of making money. Then I also have my brand deal side. Because I had such a strong personal brand, companies would pay me hundreds of thousands of dollars for me to, if I'm aligned with their product or their company, to promote them to my audience. In a sense, it's paid marketing for them. And I also made a lot of money in that. So for me, I think the biggest opportunity for majority of people with the lowest barrier to entry is starting your own online personal brand. Now on this YouTube channel, I post a lot of content literally on this topic. This is what I'm extremely passionate about teaching and preaching, not just in the fitness industry, but overall, whatever industry that you're in, if you're not posting daily or building your own personal brand, which is literally you yourself and documenting whatever you're doing, whatever you're building, finding a niche, providing value and solutions to your pain points of your audience that you're trying to reach, like that's what has the lowest barrier to entry in 2025 that everybody should be trying to capitalize on, because you can build so much off of it the same way that I have. I've been able to build multiple avenues of income just by having the personal brand. I'm not like, if I had one thing completely go out and cooked, I'm still making a lot of money from all the other things. So that's what I love about a personal brand, is that like no one can really take it away from you unless you get canceled or something. I don't know. So if you want to be rich, stop chasing gimmicks and ask yourself, am I providing value? Am I providing small value or a large amount of value with a smaller audience? Whatever it might be, whatever you think that you're most aligned with, start there. Find your lane, stick with it, focus on getting better in that area. Don't give up and just let time do the rest. Because business isn't about getting lucky, it's about getting better at providing value to the pain points of said target audience. Last point that I want to go over is knowledge is power. I think reading audiobooks, podcasts, or whatever is key. And because of today's society with high dopamine, low effort activities like doom scrolling, porn, all these things, you are going to suck at doing these things, but you need to do them. People say, oh, my attention span sucks. I can't sit down and read books. Well, that's probably why you're not where you want to be in life. Dopamine detox, watch my last or few YouTube videos ago. I did a mentality video. I'll go over kind of how to become successful, like mentality based, and you should watch that. Dopamine detoxes are great because you'll teach your brain how to find more value in lower dopamine but higher performing activities, such as reading or listening to an audiobook. And these things are productive because you're learning from people who are where you want to be at. You're learning from more successful people who have already went through so much trial and error, and you're learning from their mistakes. That's how you get better, is by trying and failing. But if you're able to learn from somebody else's mistakes who's already multi-millionaire, billionaire, think about how much value that is. If you can learn from their mistakes, that is huge, and that's available to you through things like books. My favorite books, a few of them: Outwitting the Devil, Think and Grow Rich, The Psychology of Money, Atomic Habits is like a good one, Millionaire Master Plan. There's so many good books out there. I wouldn't even say there's necessarily a bad book, because everything gives you a different perspective. The more that you just increase your knowledge bank, the more powerful and the more of a dangerous threat to society you're going to become. Another one is getting mentors. Learning like one-on-one from people who are where you want to be at in life is key. That is so important. For me, growing in social media, I had people like Bradley Martin in the beginning who I learned a lot from, and it allowed me to kind of slingshot my success farther because they already were where I wanted to be at, and I was able to one-on-one kind of talk with him about what I needed to do. So find mentors who are doing better than you and ask them questions. It could be even the best investment in your life. And I'm not just saying this because I am a mentor to people, but literally like what I'm doing on YouTube right now on this channel is me being a mentor to some of you guys. Again, it's not on a one-to-one level, but it's still giving you guys value in some way, shape, or form. So find a mentor and study them and what they did and mimic it the best that you can and learn from their mistakes. So you can be better than me. Learn from my bullshit mistakes, my fuck ups. The mindset's the biggest thing. I'll put a YouTube video link, watch that video. I really go into this more in detail, but you have to believe that it's there for you. You have to rewire your subconscious brain. If you, again, blame other people's success, saying they just got lucky, and you try to write off their success as being something that, so whatever, you try to write it off, you're just trying to protect your own ego, and you're self-sabotaging your own life by doing that. Learn from other people. If someone's doing better than you, ask them questions. Don't try and hate or shoot their shit down because they're doing better than you to make yourself feel better about your own inferior success. Be an open book. Learn from everything around you, from various different things, and also genuinely believe in yourself. There's nothing that can stop someone that believes that he can be successful more than anything in the world, and he has an unshakable faith that it's going to be done for them. That is a dangerous person who genuinely does believe that. And a lot of people suck at getting that type of belief. I think the best way in order to get there is by genuinely rewiring your subconscious brain, protecting what you intake from society, being positive on a day-to-day basis, having gratitude for the little things. Again, I can expand on this, and I already have another YouTube video, so go and watch that. But I want you to also know the journey is where you need to fall in love with. The journey itself is the most fun part. There's always going to be goals that you hit. There's going to be more and more goals, and they're not going to make you more fulfilled. They're not going to make you more satisfied. You need to fall in love with the journey of providing value and having fun with it, or else it's not going to be fun at all. And it's going to be unfulfilling, unsatisfying. Fall in love with the journey, fall in love with getting 1% better every single day, and you're going to be on a track to success. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, drop a sub, turn the bell on. I post a lot on this channel. The goal is weekly. If you guys want to see me talk on more specific things, feel free to comment down below what topic or idea you want me to speak on. Again, I'm not no professional, but at the age of 25, I'm living a pretty dope life, and I've done a lot of big things at this young age by leveraging social media. If you want to learn how, click the link down below. Apply, whatever, if you want to work with me. You don't have to, though. You get a lot of free value on this page. That's it. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, peace out.